Hey YouTube, what you know good? He is the Reverend, and we're back with some more of that fresh art goodness. So, what in the world do we have today? Well, today it's going to be illustration 16 on day 16 for OC-tober 2020, where I did 31 illustrations in 31 days of original characters, be it my own or those of some friends and comrades and fellow artists. This one is another one of my personal OCs, and also a glimpse sort of what into my mindset, or maybe I should say a glimpse into my thought process when I'm not really thinking intentionally and I just let my brain go on autopilot. This character is an idea for maybe a one-off scenario, but it could totally be a character for a series if I really wanted to, now that I think about it. When I first conceptualized this character, it was less of a intentional conceptualization, and it was more of just a random thought in my head that wouldn't leave my head until I drew her down, or at least, drew a few ideas and came up with some things. Her name is Shimizu, family name Shimizu, and the idea in my head originally was she was just a school tutor, someone visiting someone and helping them with some type of assignment. Just in the scenario that was running in my head was that she was helping this student with whatever type of class they were struggling with. But they were in the same room, in the same living room or wherever they're sitting, for a little too long, and the student starts overheating. They start constantly having to get up and get some water. They're noticeably a little flushed, and they're wondering what is going on because the thermostat says the temperature is pretty cool out. Like it's a decent room temperature, but there's no door, there's no window open, there's no ventilation. So even Kaori here is wondering what's going on, and then she notices, and with a little bit of embarrassment says, "Oops," because she just realized it's been about 4 hours and this person has been breathing in a bunch of pheromones for the whole time without a break. The reason why this is so weird is because the idea in my head was that it's one of those scenarios where like this the setting takes place in a world where there are monsters, very typical for like Japanese stories nowadays, where monsters integrating in human society. And Kaori is a succubus. And even though she's not going to do anything, she just realized, yeah, she's been accidentally messing with this student she's just trying to teach. But now the reason why I'm drawing this expression on her, as well as the expression of her shadow in the background, you'll see, is because she's not quite sure what she should do now. She's not quite sure if she should just apologize for accidentally driving her student into this, heated, flushed state, or if she should give in to her own monster tendencies and take advantage of it. It's two sides of the tension. Is she going to be professional, or is she going to give in and just have a little fun messing with this person? As I was looking back on these OCs and figuring out what I was going to say about them as I do these videos, I was wondering what in the world was I going to do with a character like Kaori. And I was like, wait a minute. Now that I think about it, I could totally do something with this. And I started thinking about what kind of story I could actually run with this. And now that I think about it, I could totally do a simple, comedic slice of life kind of story with something like this. It could actually take place it could take place from the point of view of one of the people she's either being tutored, one of the people she's either tutoring, or maybe someone at her usual job. Because I had an idea of what she could be. I can totally see Kaori as like a college graduate or a college student doing several jobs, just trying to keep the lights on. I picture her as like a young adult anyway, and I can see her just trying to live a normal life, but occasionally her succubus nature will tempt her to do something a little mischievous, a little dangerous, might accidentally break the illusion. Break the masquerade. Try to keep the secret, but at the same time, every now and again, she needs to do something. So I had this idea that the story could take place in the point of view of someone she's either working under or working with or being tutored by, and they're starting to pick the pieces together that there's something suspicious about Miss Shimizu. There's the title right there. There's the title of that story. And they're just trying to figure it out, and eventually, the jig is up, the cat's out of the bag, and that person needs to figure out, okay, should I let her know that I figured it out? Should I just kind of let it go? Should I wait for her to tell me? If she knows that I know, is she gonna kill me? Is she going to brainwash me? Like, what's going on? I mean, she seems cool. She's been like one of the nicest people at the office or wherever we're working or what have you. So, is it safe? Like, just something like that. A simple. Maybe you could make a short story out of it. You can make maybe a one and done light novel kind of thing going on, but you could also extend it if you want to keep it comedic for a while. I mean, I could totally see a story like that happening. In fact, because it's so easy to conceptualize an idea like that, I wouldn't be surprised if we already have ideas like that out there in like Japan and whatnot. But honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I kind of want to redraw Kaori, clean up the design, and really have a nice set character design for her drawer again, and actually do like a mock-up of like what the book cover would look like if I made this as like a short like comic or a short light novel. I could totally do that if I really wanted to. So I think we'll do that. I think I'll do a little mock-up one of these days when I'm not already drawing something else, and and I'll definitely link. And once I do it, I'm definitely going to record the process, and after I upload that video, I'll make a link to this particular video so you know exactly where I started. I am really curious as to how she's going to look once I redesign her, what the changes are going to be. Every now and again, I do redesign characters, and they do change up. So here's something to look forward to, I suppose. But with that said, let's go ahead and wrap it up for today. As always, thanks for watching. You take it easy, memento mori, and I will catch you all in the next one. Kill the feed.
走れソリよ風のように月見原をパドルパドル
It's the middle of fucking July.